Ladies and gentlemen,
welcome everybody back to After the Huddle here. Like always, with Jacob, Jared here. Had some Turkey Day games, man. Happy Thanksgiving, Happy late Thanksgiving, Black Friday, all the holiday stuff to everybody.
All that good shit.
That's tuning in tonight. Had some Turkey Day games. Had a Black Friday game for the first time today. Miami
First
and Jets.
time
That
ever.
was a
Horrible
weird
game.
time.
Horrible
You're
game.
muted. You're muted. I can't
I'm
hear you.
muted. Can you hear me?
Still can't hear you. Did your what's it called? Die that quick?
Can you hear me?
Still can't hear you.
What the fuck?
I mean, everything was just fine. Like we just checked everything.
I know.
It was fine.
Anything?
Still can't hear you.
Oh, keep going. Hold on.
All right. Well, I'll just keep it going. Like I said, welcome everybody. Jared's about to tune back in. Some good games. Well, not really. I really won't say any good games. There's a lot of blowouts. I mean, the Cowboys blew out the Commanders, and Seattle got blown out by the 49ers.
You hear me?
No, I still can't hear you, bro. I don't know what's going on.
Hold on.
I mean, you can hear me, right?
I can hear you.
Yeah. I don't. That's wild. If you can hear me and I can't hear you, I don't know what the issue is.
Still nothing?
I do gotta.
Nope.
Share that to my feed real quick. All right. Hopefully we get everything situated and Jared will be back. But yeah, like I was saying, Seattle got blown out. Commanders got blown out. It was a close one in Green Bay versus Detroit. Well, in Detroit versus Green Bay, but I'm not surprised with how that one kind of turned out. Both of the Lions have been a little iffy so far.
Do you hear anything?
You might have to turn your Bluetooth off, Jared. Yeah, Packers went crazy, man. Packers went crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Appreciate it, man. Much appreciated. We're trying to get Jared. Jared's fucking
I don't know
having
why.
major technical difficulties. I don't know what's going on with him right now. Apparently, I can be heard and he can hear me, but I can't hear him whatsoever. So I think he's gonna try to get us situated. Yeah, I gotta give a shout out. Jordan Love looked real good. Jordan Love looked real good. He did. And it was against, top team in the division, on the road, on a short week. That's a tough deal. That's a tough deal. So for him to go out there and play well against a defense that's been pretty solid, I wouldn't say that they've been great. They started off the season pretty good. Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Owens went crazy. Owens, every single time I heard a Packers name get called, it felt like they were calling his name. He was all over the field. Preston Smith, I mean, he's been like that though. I've always been high on Preston Smith. I was a little upset with y'all when y'all got rid of the other one. What was Darius Smith, right? They had Darius Smith over at the Packers. Yeah, they had Darius Smith over at the Packers, and they let him go. I was a little upset about that for them, but Preston Smith has shown out to be a good one.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, but is his name Rashawn Gary? Is that who that is? The Rashawn Gary?
I think so.
I still can't hear you, Jared. Hey, hold on. You stay in. Let me retry coming in.
All right. Anyways, so y'all may not be able to hear me. If not, I'm sorry. But yeah, we're dealing with some audio issues right now. You hear me?
Still can't hear you, bro. I don't know what's going on.
Oh man.
I honestly don't know what's going on. Yeah, he definitely. Yeah, Rashawn Gary. That was a career high for him. Oh shit! Damn. I didn't realize that was a career high for him. Yeah, I miss Darius Smith. He's in Cleveland now. It was a good pairing matching up with Myles Garrett.
Can you hear
You
me?
know, still can't hear you, Jared.
Oh my God.
Unless you know. Let me ask you a question, Jared. Try talking a little bit.
Can you hear me?
Chat. Can y'all hear him? Can y'all hear him at all?
Can y'all hear me? Or is it just Jacob? Or is my thing just muted?
I don't know if he can hear it or I can, because he was talking fine and I could hear him fine right before. Literally, y'all can hear us both, so it's just me and him that can't hear each other. Okay, yeah, Jared. Okay, so they can hear. Oh, this dude walked away. Jared, they can hear both of us, but we can't hear each other. That's the issue that's going on. Got the game ball. He's been coming on. Yeah. I forgot he tore his ACL last year. I'm not gonna lie. I really did. The fun of live podcast, right? I'm telling you, man. Yeah, both is separately. Yeah, it's gotta be because we're sitting here confused as hell. Neither of us are like tech support people, so we're trying to figure out why the hell we can't hear each other, but y'all can hear both of us.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I can't hear you now. You're muted now.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay, you can hear me now.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess
this is absolute bullshit.
I don't know what it was. I don't know if it's my headphones that weren't connected properly or what.
I don't know.
Hold on. Jared, talk about the games a little bit. Hold up.
Well, I'll be real. I didn't really watch much of Thursday night because I was just bullshitting. Today's I was at work, so I didn't really get to watch much of it. But I was able to listen to most of it. Tracy, bro, I told you we gotta get you on, bro. We gotta get you on the show. Look at Tracy.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, we good. We back good. I don't know what it was. Hey, bro, say Tracy, bro. Don't be coming in here acting like you know what the problem was. Like you tech support and we called you at some 1800 number. Like, no, that's not the way it works. All right. Seattle looked way outclassed by San Francisco.
Every time they play San Francisco, they always get beat down. Like, fuck, what was last year? They lost twice, like by 40 points. Well, 20 points.
I think it was a combined 40.
Hey, I remember texting you earlier. I'm like, bro, San Francisco about to drop 40 on them again.
You did say that. I can't even lie. You did say that they were going to drop 40. Hey, bro, I just want to let it be pointed out to everybody. This man said that we should have went with Tyler Lockett. I said Christian Kirk. Aren't you glad you listened to me? Glad you listened to me?
Let me explain to you that whole conversation that me and you had, and then afterwards. So like we were talking about, didn't know if we wanted to play Lockett because one, I didn't know if DK was going to play or not. DK did end up playing. One, also because of Geno Smith with his arm.
His elbow, yeah.
And two, I kind of liked how San Francisco's safety was out and it was a rookie, in the backfield. So I was thinking maybe they'll take deeper shots to Lockett.
He wasn't going to have the time. That was my thing, is that he wasn't going to have the time to do that.
No, I feel that. But see, here what was the deciding factor. Because from the time I was talking to you, from the time I got home, I was watching a video. It was called the top 30 wide receivers for like this week or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Kirk was 17. Lockett was exactly number 30. I'm like, you know what? Let me go I'm putting Lockett in right now because that's just saying.
You putting Kirk in?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. No, don't get me wrong. Now, Trevor Lawrence, if you wanted to talk to me about Trevor Lawrence going up against Houston and all that stuff, but am I? Put him back on the right side. That's the problem. Fuck you.
Yeah, this whole the StreamYard is probably fucking up.
That is what it is. Well, yeah, Geno Smith might be out of a job soon. He probably will be. I mean, he played well last year, but the teams get tape on you. It's harder. Then you get a tougher schedule because you finished better. It's just the way it goes. I mean, look at the Giants. I mean, we finished third in our division, and we still can't beat third place teams. But yeah, I know Trevor Lawrence plays bad against Houston.
Yeah,
but they're gonna double Ridley. They're gonna shadow more to the Ridley side, and that's gonna leave Kirk with a lot of opportunities, which is what's been going on for most of the year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Kirk's been a real solid guy for us, real productive, and when we've left him off, he's been productive still. So he was hurt. He still can't lift the team against quality competition. I mean, yeah, but if you're too hurt to go out there and win a football game, don't play.
Yeah.
I understand. You want to go out there. You want to ball.
At that point, you're putting yourself at risk and then your team at risk.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. I mean, don't get me wrong. Obviously, yourself and everything like that.
You want to touch on this because we have him.
Man, Lawrence has been disappointing this year in fantasy. I almost cut him. What's funny is I saw a stat. I saw something for him. I think his ADP was like 56, something like that. Like 56, 55, in between that 50, 60 range. He's been playing, as far as like points wise, like in the 70s or 80s. You know what I'm saying? So I have some stats that I wanted to throw up there when we talk about, especially in this game against Houston. Okay. You know what I mean? But first, let's get to these games that we saw over the Turkey Day. We'll start with this one. Packers upset the Lions 29-22. Lions had 3 fumbles, outgained the Packers. Were driving the ball pretty much good up and down the field. Don't get me wrong, there were some drives where the Packers straight stalled them. But I mean, they were moving the ball pretty well. 3 fumbles, killed themselves. They went for it on a 4th down, and they were backed up to their own. Remember, I texted you. I was like, that was a dumb play call. Going for it on your own 27 or 23-yard line, something like that, is dumb. It's just dumb. They did a fake punt, which was stupid. Dan Campbell came out in the post game conference, and he said, that was a bad call. That was on me. I shouldn't have made that call. Which, own up to your mistakes. Jordan Love, very impressive. 22-23, 268, 3 touchdowns. Christian Watson had a really good game. I left him on the bench because I wasn't expecting it. I mean, he hasn't really been doing much. He had 20 points, but he's on the bench. Laporta still had a good game for us, so we'll take that.
21 points.
Yeah. So 21 points. For people that don't know, our Dynasty League, they do 1.75 per reception for tight ends. Love played well. He showed poise. Was funny. I was nervous as a Packers fan in the second half. Campbell messed up, but I was never super scared that the game was in doubt.
Are you a Lions fan?
No, he's a Packers fan.
Oh, okay. Oh, what's cracking, Mitch?
Yeah, he's a Packers fan. Yeah, what's up, Mitch?
Speaking of Mitch is the one that actually messaged me about joining hardcore, by the way.
Oh, okay. Okay, nice. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Appreciate everything. Even though Detroit came back in the second half. Detroit came back in the second half against Detroit. Holy fuck. I didn't realize that was possible. No, I get what you're saying though. They were playing better in the second half compared to the first half against the Packers. They really were. Which is what I'm wondering, is Detroit for real or for fake? Quick thing. They are 1-5, I think. I saw it. There was an NFL meme stat It's like the Homer meme where he's like standing there looking like he's looking slimmer in front of Mars, and it's like the lions, and then it shows all this excess skin clamped in the back.
Fat and shit.
Yeah, I think they said they were like, man, what were they? What was it, like 1-5 or 1-6 against like high-powered teams since last year? Yeah. Like teams, I think above. I have to go find it. I forgot to save it and bring it on here. But that leads me to ask this question. Are the Lions really a top 3 team in the NFC? Their record says they are, but are they really?
Yeah, I feel that. But touching on what Tracy's talking about, yeah, I agree with him. The Lions just can't win on Thanksgiving, bro. They really can't.
What are they, 0-7 in the last 7 years, huh?
I believe so, because we played them Mac's rookie year on Thanksgiving, I believe. We blew them out. Like, I don't think they scored. And then I don't remember if they played I don't remember who they played last year.
Yeah, the Lions play every year. And I remember when after the Packers beat them, I mean, they beat the Chiefs, but that's also without Travis Kelce. It's the opening game of the season. It was on the road, but I mean, there's some context to it. There was some context to that game. And then on top of that, they finished third in their conference. I mean, they finished third right last year, right? In their or was it second? No, they finished second.
I was saying Detroit finished second.
Yeah, they finished second because of the last game of the season. Is it bad I want the Packers to lose? No, it's not that bad. I mean, you're a Packers fan, Alex. I understand that. You want them to get a higher draft pick. And anybody that's like been a fan of let's put this in perspective. Anybody that's been a fan of like Tennessee or Miami, or some Jacksonville in the last 8 years. Yeah, they've been finishing like middle of the pack. And when you finish that middle of the pack, you're not high enough to get almost like guaranteed talent, but you're also not winning championships or making the playoffs or winning in the playoffs. That's a tough. I'd much rather either be one or the other. I'd rather be a really bad team or a really good team. I would hate to be an average team. That's the worst.
Yep.
Because you're literally, I call that NFL purgatory.
And
NFL purgatory is where you're sitting in that middle and you can't get enough talent to push yourself up, and you can't lose enough games to get better talent, get higher draft picks. It's the worst place to be in the NFL. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, and right now neither of our teams are fucking middle of the pack or average. We're doo-doo.
Yeah, we're downright ass. We're downright complete shit.
We are booty cheeks, bro. Both of our teams.
Yeah, both the Giants and the Patriots are fucking trash this year. Absolutely garbage. I mean, we've been dealing with injuries, especially at quarterback, but our offensive line is so bad. Why do you think we've been dealing with injuries with quarterback?
Mm-hmm.
And y'all's quarterbacks are just bad.
Yep.
Our quarterbacks are bad, and our offensive line is bad, and we have no receivers. Y'all receivers are actually better than our receivers. That's the crazier part.
Our receivers are okay.
Yeah, but I mean, back to the question though. Are the Lions really a top 3 team in the NFC? And while I know they just lost, they lost to the Packers. It is a division game, and I hope people understand that when you go up against division opponents, it is tougher to win. Whether you're at home, whether you're at road, you see these guys twice a year. You see these guys often. Right now, though, I would still say that they are a top 3 team. Number 3. She's would have won it. Oh yeah, I forgot they were out without Chris Jones as well.
Yeah.
Got Detroit? Yeah.
You put Detroit behind San Francisco, or do you put San Francisco 1, Philly at 2?
Yeah, NFC, not NFL. No, not NFL. NFC. Okay. Philly's number 1, and then the 49ers are number 2. Okay. I just got the Cowboys at 3. I could see why you would put that, but at the same time, the Cowboys have shown me the exact same thing that the Lions have.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? And at least, yes, they were without Kelsey. Yes, they were without Chris Jones. But at least the Lions have a win against a top opponent. You know what I mean? Dallas has only beaten bad teams. They have not beaten a good team. So, and that's just me being fair. And I'm not trying to look at it objectively because I don't like Dallas or because I'm a Giants fan or something like that. Dallas is 4, but I need to see.
I got something for the Dallas game too, by the way.
Well, that's going to be next. So I was going to start up here in about a minute or two.
Sure.
I want to see more from both these teams. I say Dallas. This higher ceiling. They did play right there with Philly. Yeah, that's true. But also you got to think about this though. That's also a division game. You're going to get up for division games most of the time, unless you're the Giants playing the Cowboys. Then you're not going to get up for anything. Yeah, no, I know I don't like Dallas. I know, man. But I am being objective here. I'm not really being. I'm being objective. Like they have to show me that they can beat even a team that has a 500 record. You know what I mean?
They're blowing out Washington. They're blowing out New England. They're blowing out y'all twice, but they can't beat. Can they beat Kansas City? I don't remember if they beat Kansas City if they played this year. Can they beat Philadelphia?
Yeah, I think my headphones died.
Are you good? I took mine out.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I think my headphones are just dying. But the light's green, so I don't understand why they'd be dying.
Yeah, no, that's all good. We know. We gotta give you a mess about the Bears.
No, you good, bro. I know you just giving me shit. It's not a big deal. I don't see the Lions defense special at all. I don't see them special. They're not special. They're not like, the Ravens or Cleveland or even the Cowboys defense, going up against bad teams, But I think they're good enough. They're good enough. Mainly Dak folds against elite competition. I wouldn't even say it's just that. I think McCarthy folds against elite competition as well.
That's fair.
I mean, we've seen Mike McCarthy. They won a Super Bowl, yeah, but what happened after that Super Bowl? The Packers. Any Packers fan will tell you they choked every year after that Super Bowl. So I mean, I do agree that it's someone Dak. But I think a lot of it is even more so on
I can't.
Mike McCarthy. Hey, you guys. What's up, Fantasy?
Fantasy, that
appreciate you joining in, man.
That is now your thing when you enter the chat.
I hated McCarthy's over. He is. Well, speaking of which, Cowboys dominate Commanders. 45-10, Deron Bland breaks the record for most pick six in a season already, and we're at what, we're going on week 12? It's week 12 right here?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Speaking of the Dallas game, did you see this?
Oh, yeah, I saw Jack Del Rio got fired, yes. They needed to do that. They had to do that, man. I'm surprised they didn't fire Ron Rivera, but I did say that they were probably going to fire him at the end of the season. I didn't think they would fire Ron Rivera in the middle. They'll probably do it at the end.
Rivera touched on his job status too, and he said they even said it's pretty safe right now. Now, after the season, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I agree. They had to have a scapegoat. But see, the thing is that people if my dad, he's a Washington fan. All he's talked about all year long is, man, I hate Jack Del Rio. Man, this offense sucks. There's two things. He wanted them to run the ball because at the beginning of the season, they weren't running the ball as much. They weren't running the ball as much. They started to run the ball more so later in the season, and their offense looks good, but their defense has gave up a lot. Their defense has gave up, but they lost to the Giants twice.
Like, I'll beat them twice this year?
Bro, we swept them.
Nice.
We're a bottom 3 team in the league, and we swept them. That's tragic.
Look, I'll be happy if we sweep the Jets again. Even if they are.
He's got 10 losing seasons. Holy shit. I had no idea he was still in the league with that. Heard one of the Commanders say that Belichick is in line for the Commander's job. And I told him that. He don't want to listen to me. I said that.
I mean, I've heard it multiple times. Just I do Like, are we talking after the season, like getting fired, or are we
Yeah.
talking?
Well, no. I think this is exactly what's gonna happen. They're gonna fire Rivera, and I don't think Belichick's gonna get fired, but it'll say that the Belichick, and the Patriots have mutually agreed to part ways.
I can see
You know what
that.
I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. They're not going to put out a press conference and be like, oh, well, or a statement and be like, Bill Belichick's fired. They're not going to do that. He's too well liked in that city, too well liked by that organization. Now him and Robert Kraft haven't really been on best of terms, but
I mean, can you blame him though?
no, I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
Kraft has been winning for like the last 20. No.
Yeah, what? What's that? Where'd you get that at?
Are you talking about the Bet 365 thing, Devin? Because I don't know if you heard about that. That's the Louisiana betting app now, and like you place $1, and I think they match you with the 365. I think, and then on top of that, if you do the ESPN bets one, it's the same thing, with like 1,000.
Hey, yo, Devin, send me that link, please.
If you don't, I got you because I got mine already loaded up.
Somebody send it to me. That's all I know.
I'm just waiting for mine to get verified.
Belichick will not go to watch. I don't think he will. I don't think he will go there, but it won't surprise me if he did. Bet 365. I'm gonna check it out after the podcast.
But yeah, I don't think he goes to Washington. I think if anything, at this point in his career, he's like on the plus side of 70. He's already got 6 rings. He's already been to 10 plus, like we've talked about. Why not go if Staley gets fired? Why not go to the Chargers?
With the amount of talent they have over there,
on top of the defense, he's a defensive-minded coach. He could just let Kellen Moore do his thing and let him just focus on the defense and coach.
I will say this though: they need another cornerback. They
do.
And JT Woods he's just not it. Trust me, I played with the Chargers and Madden. JT Woods is not it. Jazir Taylor, not it, bro. J.C. Jackson, when he was over there, him and Asante Samuel could put in work on the game, but like J.C. Jackson in real life wasn't playing well, and he was hurt constantly. Rivera is one of the most well-respected head coaches in all of football. I would love to see him in Chicago again. I don't disagree that he's well-respected, but I mean, look at what he's done outside of. Was he even the coach whenever they went to the Super Bowl with Cam? So yeah, outside of that 1 year with Cam, he went to. I mean, John Fox was the other Super Bowl coach for the Panthers. So, and like Isaac said, he's had 10 plus losing seasons. That's, I mean, he's very he's a classy guy. I have nothing to say about the kind of guy he is, but I don't know if I particularly agree with him being another head coach somewhere. He may need to drop down to coordinator. Maybe just need to take a step away from football.
I was just about to ask you. I was like, do you think he would be better off suited as a defensive coordinator?
It's possible.
Defensive coach?
Yeah, it's possible. I mean, he might be better suited for it now, but I don't know if he'll go back to that. I think if he gets done with Washington right now, I think he retires. I don't think he's going to come back to the NFL.
I feel you. So what if the Bears do come calling?
Hold on. I don't see Rivera's head coaching material. Del Rio sucked too, but Rivera's got to go. They need to reset the coaching staff with this new owner and get the organization respectable. I completely agree with you, and I'm pretty sure if my dad saw that comment, he'd agree with you too, because he said nothing bad about Rivera as the person. He just doesn't like him as a head coach. Yeah, and sometimes you just lose the team, and I feel like that's what's happened. And I do think that once they do that, I agree with you, Jared. I think that they upgrade and elevate Bieniemy, and I think Bieniemy becomes the head coach.
Bro, I've been saying this like the longest time. Like, I think Bieniemy should at least get a shot at head coaching.
Yeah.
Like, apparently he has somewhat of a record. I don't know what it is or whatever the fuck you want to call it, but like he's proven, bro. He's got a track record. I mean, he was with Kansas City. I understand that, but I mean. He still deserves a shot, Yeah.
All right, well, let's move it on. We have the 49ers stomp out Seattle 31-13. Christian McCaffrey, 19 carries, 114 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jared, are the Niners back? Like their offense is rolling? Are they back? Or are they just beating up on average teams right now?
From last night, I'm gonna have to go with the second part.
They're just beating up on average teams.
Yeah, because once you think about it, Geno Smith banged up. Tyler Lockett was still was dealing with a hamstring injury throughout the week. DK was banged up. No, Kenneth Walker.
Offensive line is not that great either.
You're
Purdy
right.
still sucks. Come on, bro. Okay, I'm not gonna sit here and call him elite, but let's not jump the fence here and be like, oh, he's completely sucks. Like, come on now.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, look at you. Yeah, I just don't think that. I don't think that. What's the word I'm looking for here? I don't know if the 49ers could beat the Eagles right now.
Even with a healthy offense, like
Yeah,
with Trent Williams, CMC. Look, I got a lot.
Hey, there we go. My boy got one. There we go. It took long enough.
Because it's always been fucking thumbs and balloons and shit.
Pretty solid. Yeah, he's solid. I don't think he's bad. I don't think he sucks. He's not elite, but he's solid. He's a pretty good quarterback. Yeah, I don't know if San Fran can compete with Philly right now. I don't know what it is that I feel is missing. I think that mainly because I haven't really seen them win close games against good teams. And, they lost to, Kirk Cousins in Minnesota without Justin Jefferson. So obviously they found a weakness in that defense, which I believe is actually the same weakness as Philly. But I feel like Philly's corners are still better than San Francisco's corners.
And, I'm thinking about this, I was just thinking, how many times has San Francisco trailed in a game? And then I was thinking of it. I was like, I'm pretty sure Purdy drove him down the field in that Cleveland game to go win the game. They just missed a fucking kick.
Yeah, I mean, and then you said Hufunga's out, wasn't he? Hufunga's hurting right now. Hopefully he'll be back for playoff time.
ACL. He's not coming back.
Oh, he's not coming back at all? He's done?
Yeah,
well, then that means I don't think they can compete with Philly then. Because there's that offensive line of Philly can hold up against that front seven of San Francisco. And because of that, A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith are going to have a fucking field day. 49ers defense disguise how bad Purdy is. I wouldn't even say it's the defense. I think it's more of the run game. Yeah. I think if you want to say what disguises him for real, I think it's Christian McCaffrey.
Because we saw the same thing with Jimmy G too.
Yeah, they ran the ball. I mean, they had a good defense then, but they ran the ball real effectively because of that zone running scheme that Kyle Shanahan picked up from his father and just kind of like elevated. It's like the zone running scheme 2.0, because now there's a lot of motion, a lot of movement and stuff like that added with more pass plays.
Do you think with his dad being at the game yesterday had anything to do with him being like, yeah, we got to beat them down?
No. That didn't have anything to do with it. That didn't have anything to do with it. I mean, Kyle Shanahan's played in a Super Bowl. I mean, coached in a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Granted, he lost it, and I feel like a lot of the reason why they lost it is because it was on him. Thank you, too. We'll talk about the first one with Atlanta. The first one with Atlanta was mainly on him. The second one, you can kind of put it on Jimmy G, kind of put it on the defense. You know what I mean? But that first one, that was on him. I don't care what anybody says. That was terrible play calling in the second half. Terrible play calling in the fourth quarter. Why the fuck, after you ran the ball for in a 2nd and 8 with like 3 minutes left, let's drain the clock here, people. No. I don't want you to do that, Matt Ryan. I want you to drop back and try to throw the ball. Let's do that. Oh, what happens next? Oh, you took a sack. Oh man, who would have guessed that one? Like, what, are you fucking retarded?
Porter, I don't know if Porter's old enough to come on here.
How old was Porter?
Porter was like 13.
Oh shit. that was the dude that was shitting on Cozy and trolling on him.
Yeah.
Ironically, both Phillies and San Francisco haven't been elite this year. Yeah. Well, we knew that Philly was going to take a step back, especially as far as the sacks wise. But I think their secondary took the most hit. I think their safeties aren't that good. Their corners, for some reason, Darius Slay is still pretty good, but I've seen him get beat. I've seen Bradbury get beat multiple times.
With the Giants.
With the Giants and with the Eagles. I'm talking about so much so far this year.
Okay.
I'm talking about this year. Their secondary hasn't lived up to what the front seven of the Eagles bring. But yeah, and that's I feel that's the exact same thing with San Francisco. I feel like San Francisco's run defense is pretty good. It's good. Their pass rush, especially when now you got Chase Young, is really good. But their pass defense, as far as the back end, is not all that great. It's terrible.
Yeah, hold on, damn it. Yeah, that pick was big.
That trade with the Titans, yeah.
Yeah, that was a big pick.
Yeah, I gotta agree. But all right, well, let's move it on to the next game here. We had Miami whooped up on the Jets 34-13. Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle combined for 17 receptions, 216 and a touchdown. Jared, can Miami's offense carry this team to a title? Now, I don't think their defense is all that great. I don't think that their defense is anywhere close to being a great defense.
They just lost their DN too, Phillips. He got carted off the field.
Oof.
Yeah. From what I'm hearing, it's Achilles.
Yeah, to see that's bad.
Yeah.
So my question is can this Miami offense carry this team to a Super Bowl with how well they can score, how efficient they can be? But we've seen them when they go up against a team that shut them down, like the Chiefs, like the Bills. They played them really well, slowed their offense down, and they couldn't do anything much on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible, but I don't see them like we talked about earlier this week. I don't see them holding up with the firepower of, let's say, San Francisco, Philly. Who else from the NFC? That could go to the Super Bowl. Dallas. I definitely don't see them keeping up with Dallas.
No, I don't think they can. Yeah, I don't think they're Super Bowl bound, but it's not so much the question of being are they Super Bowl bound. It's more along the lines of can the offense carry them to at least a Super Bowl appearance. You know what I mean? And I don't think that because they're gonna have to play the Chiefs. They're gonna have to play probably maybe the Bills in a wild card round, because they'll probably win the division, but I don't think they'll have a home playoff game. They'll probably be the third seed, maybe the fourth seed, depending on how the North shakes up.
Appreciate it, Coz.
Happy Turkey Day, brother. I appreciate it, Cozy. You too, man. I believe that is predicted on offense. Defense is still winning championships. No, I agree. I completely agree, man. I think if you have more of a solid defense compared to a solid offense, I think your defense can carry you more.
Yeah.
I see KC and Baltimore and the AFC is better. I do think that they're better. The only reason why I don't have Baltimore up so high anymore is because they lost Mark Andrews.
Yeah.
And yeah, I get it. They still have Lamar Jackson. They still have this. I get it. But if there is a guy in this league that is safety blanket for a quarterback, you would see Mark Andrews' name posted like right next to that.
That and Travis Kelce.
Him and Travis, they are legit. And Sam Laporte is becoming it for what's his name right now too with Goff. So and losing Andrews is gonna hurt that team bad. It's a key loss. It is a very key loss with how much he brings to bailing out that offense. Look out for Odell in Baltimore. We drafted Odell, but then we got rid of him because he hadn't done shit.
We still got him.
Oh, we still got him?
Yep.
I thought we got rid of him.
No, we still got him.
Okay. I mean, hopefully You know, I mean, the receivers are going to have to step up. Odell, Bateman,
They
Duvernay, Zay Flowers, they're going to have to step up because
Isaiah Likely's got to step up now.
that too. I don't know if it was in our league. Was it in our league? No, I think it was in another league. I went and picked him up in. I went and picked up. Funny how few elite teams there are in the NFL. No, I agree. I mean, it's hard to draft, quarterbacks now. It's hard to put teams together, especially with the way that these guys are asking for money and the way that the contracts are set up, cap space, and all that stuff.
Speaking of that, I've heard somebody say something about like the NBA is rubbed off on the NFL a little bit because like if you see it because like you see like what they're doing in the NBA, you got like when Bron did it. Bron went to Miami, played with D Wade, Chris Bosh. I think Birdman was there.
Yeah, Birdman was there.
I don't remember who else was there.
Ray Allen went there.
Yeah, I remember.
They had a squad. They had a squad.
Yeah. So like, and then look at Kawhi, or
that's a good comment, Donald. That's a good comment. I completely agree with that. It is easy to draft quarterbacks, very hard to develop them and get them to elite status. I completely agree with that.
Look at the fucking situation in New England. We draft Mac Jones in the first round, got Josh McDaniels, Matt Patricia, now Bill O'Brien. We completely fucked him over. We completely fucked him over.
Yeah, no, I agree. Is it likely that he steps up? No, it's not likely. That's the problem. It's not likely that Likely steps up. All right. Well, let's move it on, y'all. It's Friday, so you know what we do here. Every Friday, we picking these games, okay? So, without further ado, brought to you by the spreads on FanDuel. We're gonna get into these picks here. First game we got Jaguars at Texans. Jaguars are -1.5 point favorite. Over unders 47.5 in this game. Jared, who do you like?
This one's tough because like we've talked about before with this whole matchup with Trevor Lawrence and that fucking Houston defense, dude. It's not a good matchup at all.
Not. Trevor's played bad against him.
I think his stat line is 4-7 TD to INT. See, everybody's going to Houston, which I don't. So I mean, that's where I was probably end up going because their defense, especially being in Houston, and they know it's like this game is big because if they beat Jacksonville, not only do they sweep them, they have a shot at winning the division now.
Big time. If Houston wins this game, they have a big time chance of taking the AFC South this year. Going from the second pick overall to winning your division. That is fucking insane, bro. If that happens, that'd be one of the greatest turnarounds I've ever seen outside of the Browns, doing it with Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, so I think I'm probably going to end up leaning towards Houston on this one.
Yeah. Okay. Fantasy football's going Jags as well. It's a tough one though.
It is.
And I can see why y'all are going Houston. I want y'all to look at this real quick. Okay? So look at this. This is Trevor Lawrence. This is Trevor Lawrence's stats against Houston. Okay? So if you go from down to up, that's furthest away to most recent. Oh no. Sorry, scratch that. I think it was opposite. Yeah, I think it's opposite. Sorry. Yeah, it's from worst to most recent. Okay, so he started out playing very bad against Houston. 54, 57, 53 pass completion percentage against them. Had a good game at the second game with them last year as far as percentage wise, but he didn't throw much. He's got 4 TDs against him. Now let's look at the other side of it. He's got 7 picks. 7 picks. Been sacked 5 times in 5 games. Okay, look at the passer rating. 70, 73, 54, 77, 85. Not terrible, but it's not great. I mean, they've been dubbing this guy, the new
Peyton Manning.
The new Peyton Manning, the new it guy, the new guy to come in and lead this generation. But he can't do it against teams in his division. And it's not like Houston's been good the last couple of years.
Houston was just the number 2 overall last year.
Exactly. So I don't know where this is coming from. But with all that being said, I got to go with fantasy football in this one, and I'm taking the Jags. Okay? Mainly because I think this is the game that he does finally turn it around against them.
That's fair.
I think because even people on like national TV shows have talked about the same thing we talked about, bro. And the fact that like he just doesn't play well against Houston, people don't know why. But I think he plays well this week. I think that offense rolls this week. I think they win. I think they win kind of close. It'll probably be a 1-possession game. I'm thinking somewhere along the lines of like 24-20. Jags.
That's fair.
Maybe 26-20, something like that. It'll be around that. But I do think that Trevor Lawrence is going to play a lot better this year. I love division games, throw the records out. Yeah, division game, it's a division game. So I think it's going to be a close one. I think he plays better than what he has in the past against them. And it'll be like that. It's like the Commanders play the Eagles to turn into the Super Bowl contenders. Yeah, when the Giants play the Commanders, for some reason the Giants look like fucking the Chiefs putting up 30+ points. So, but all right, well, let's move it on. We got the Bucks going into Indianapolis to face the Colts. Colts are a 2.5-point favorite in this game. Over under 44.5. I'm actually gonna go with the Colts on this one. I was thinking about it earlier when I was writing the banners in. I was thinking about my picks and everything. I like Jonathan Taylor back on this team now. He's been playing well. I don't think their defense is terrible, but I don't think that it's great. You know what I mean? I think it'll do just enough to get by Tampa Bay. I want to believe in Gardner Minshew. You know what I mean? Like, I want to believe. You know what I mean?
You gotta believe in Uncle Rico.
but it's hard to.
Yeah,
it's hard to. Because, I mean, on the other side, I mean, it's Baker Mayfield. It's not like they're going up against somebody that you're really all that scared of. I mean, He can still throw the ball pretty well. He's not terrible. I mean, I don't think he was number 1 overall pick good.
And Baker's not playing out of his mind, but he's playing fairly decent right now.
He is. He's playing. He's having a decent season. Not so much as what we thought was going to be. I thought it'd be a little bit better considering the weapons that he has, but I'm also not surprised.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Considering what the team looks like. And how.
I think he's helping Mike Evans. Get his money. I'll be real with you on that one because Mike Evans is still trying to get a contract, and I feel like Baker's trying to help him get his money.
Oh yeah, facts. Indy 2 interceptions, 1 with pick 6. I mean, it's possible. I don't know if he'll get a pick 6, but I definitely see Baker throwing at least 1.
If it's a pick 6, I bet you it's gonna be Kenny Moore.
Yeah, I do think he throws at least 1. Todd Bowles is a shitty coach. Yeah, yes and no. I'd say yeah. But no, at the same time, like, yeah.
He was an meh head coach back when he was with the Jets. I mean, he somewhat built that defense a little bit, and then when he got fired, Saleh came in and kind of built around Bowles' defense a little bit too. So,
yeah. All right, well, let's move it on here. We got the Steelers at the Bengals. Steelers are actually a 1.5-point favorite here. No Joe Burrow. Makes sense. Excuse me. Over under in this game's 35.5, Jared. That is absolutely low. Oh, by the way, if anybody's been wanting to know, I'm taking the under in the Jags-Texans game, and I'm taking the under in Bucks-Colts game.
You know why?
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna take I'm gonna take the over in the Bucks Colts game. I'm gonna take the under in the Jags Texan game. Go ahead.
You know why the under is 36?
Why?
Fucking Matt Canada.
Well, he's gone. He's gone now.
It's still Matt Canada's fault.
Joe Burrow got hurt. Fucking Matt Canada. Not on his own coaching staff for not putting an offensive line together. On Matt Canada. Not on his front office and coaches for keeping Joe Burrow in there when he was still fucking hurt trying to recover. On Matt Canada. Fuck that.
Vehicle explodes on a bridge, gets shut down. Matt Canada.
Cozy got the Steelers winning. Yeah,
You know why? Because no Matt Canada.
Yeah, I actually gotta agree with that. I actually do gotta agree with that. I'm actually gonna take the Steelers because there's no Matt Canada anymore. Like, you have no excuses anymore on why your offense should be bad. No Matt Canada. He said Canada. Matt Canada. Oh, that's fucking great. Give me the Bengals at home, even without Burrow. You sure about that? You sure about that? Like, come on now. No Joe Burrow, this team's going to look terrible, bruh. This team is going to look god-awful bad. Like, they are going to look absolutely horrendous. Do you know who their quarterback is? Jake Browning.
Say it one more time.
Jake Browning. like, famous last words? I'll tell you what the famous last words are. The Bengals are cooked. They're done for. Stick a fork in them. They're done, baby. Like, it's over with. I'm sorry. I hope Gino doesn't tune into this. So see how bad we're shitting on his team. But Lord have mercy. They're not going to look good at all.
I talked to him recently about this. He was like, I'm hurting.
I don't doubt it. He is. I know that he was crying in his sleep after that game that Joe Burrow got hurt in. Fantasy's last words. Oh, okay, Cozy. Okay, Cozy. I see you. See where you're going with this.
I told Gino, I was like, welcome to the boat, bro. Your team is now ass like ours.
Well, he's used to it. He's a Bengals fan. He's been living in the boat for a long fucking time. But no, I just can't see. I can't see the Bengals winning. I'm sorry. I just can't do it. I can't do it. Jake Browning's got to show me. You're already behind a shit offensive line. You already had Joe Burrow, who was a top 3 quarterback in the league. He made that offense go. What are you going to do with a backup? And he's got to deal. He's going to be running for his life. He's going to be getting hit. He's going to make bad throws because he's not a starter. He's not an elite player. He's a good quarterback because, compared to us, we're sitting here doing a podcast. He plays in the NFL, even as a backup quarterback. He's obviously good at it. But going up against other NFL players, I don't think he's going to be that good.
Yeah. Yeah, I just need – I hope Jaylen Warren has over 100 yards total.
He should.
I think he will.
He should. All right. Steelers win, take the under. Yeah, that's what I would do. I would take Steelers with the under. I'd probably even take the spread, 1.5. I'd take that all day. All right, we got kind of a shit show game. Panthers going at the Titans. Titans are a 3.5-point favorite. Over under 36.5. I like the Titans here.
Same.
I don't know if I really care from with the spread. Texans, Bucks, Steelers so far for you, Cozy?
And Titans.
And the Titans. Yeah, I like the Titans in this one as well. I'd probably stay away from the spread only because you just don't. I'd probably both stay away from both the spread and the over/under.
So,
I kind of like the under. I'm not gonna lie, even with 36.5.
Remember that picture I sent you earlier with that question about the New England game?
Yes.
So there was another question, I think either before or after that, and it said, which is more likely to happen first? Will Levis to throw a touchdown or Bryce Young to throw a touchdown? I'm like, honestly, Will Levis to throw a
Well,
touchdown.
Levis.
Yeah, that's
I
what I
mean,
said.
look at. I mean, just look at their offenses. Compare them. I mean, you still got Derrick Henry.
He
You know
still
what
got
I mean? You still got DeAndre Hopkins. Oh, you're taking the Panthers and the over? Ugh. Mm. I mean, I want the Panthers to win, only because that moves up that draft pick from the number 1 slot. You know what I mean? They only have 1 win on the season. See, I would want them to win. I just don't think they're gonna. I think Will Levis has a good game against a Panthers defense that's kind of shaky. Against a team that can't really move the ball in the Panthers because they don't have weapons. Their offensive line is average. They don't have a run game though. They can't run the ball. Chuba Hubbard has basically done absolutely dick since he's gotten the starting job. So I don't know. I can't agree with the Panthers. He's shrinking. Yeah. So, all right, on to the next one. We got the Patriots at the Giants.
the huddle bowl, as Cozy
Yeah,
would.
the after as Cozy would say, the after the huddle bowl.
I'm
uh,
going,
Patriots are 3.5-point favorite in New York. Over under 34. That's bad.
I'm going under.
I'm going under. I'm
This,
going under.
you know
Derrick
how
Henry's going to run wild. I believe so too. I think Derrick Henry has a great game this week. I really do.
if I were to put money on this game and do the under, I would probably go under 28.
Under 28.
I don't, dude. Both our offenses are ass. Was
Yeah, and both defenses have been playing decent. Well, especially the Giants' defense has been played.
I'm,
Last few weeks played really well outside of the Cowboys game.
don't be surprised if y'all's blitz percentage is like 70 plus on us.
I mean, it's Wink Martindale. Every game 70 plus.
Yeah, because I mean, our offensive line is ass. If you blitz Mac like 2 or 3 times and hit him once or twice, that's a wrap.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. You know who I think would give us fits if y'all brought Cunningham in?
I hope the guy would fucking do.
But if y'all played Cunningham, because for some reason the running QBs give the Giants fits.
I hope we do, bro. I don't know why we haven't. You know, if Mac gets benched, one that's that might be his career. To be real with you.
Oh, if he gets benched, it's a wrap. He's a backup in the NFL from now on. He's never going to get another starting job.
And if he doesn't beat y'all and doesn't get benched, he's still not playing again. I honestly think this is a lose-lose situation for him.
Well, excuse me. Well, Jared, I mean, who you got, though? That's my question.
I'm going to go with New England simply because I think we're going to give Danny DeVito fits. Tommy DeVito, whatever the fuck his name.
Tommy DeVito. Yeah, everybody's calling him Danny DeVito just because his last name's DeVito.
I seen him though when every time he threw a touchdown, just every time.
That's the Italian, dog.
Yeah,
You hear what he was talking about with his mom? His mom still makes him like chicken cutlet and shit like that, and does his laundry. And I'm just like, what? I want chicken cutlet. But yeah, as painful as it is for me to say this, in our first after the huddle bowl since we started this, Italian. What's that supposed to mean? There's nothing wrong with Italians.
They brought us pizza. They brought us spaghetti.
This guy just started naming off a lot of pasta. He's stupid. What's it called? Yeah, as much as it pains me to say this, I got the Patriots as well. We're just too bad.
I feel you.
I have the same game parlay for 154 for that game. Yeah, and you probably got the Patriots winning. I wouldn't doubt it. More than half of America is going to go with the Patriots. You know what I mean? So, I mean, we're just not a good team, and that's okay. I want us to lose. Get a high draft stock, beat us, so that if we're tied in like record, that means we'll be higher in the draft, well, lower in the draft, whichever one you want to say it.
You know what? Just because of that, we're gonna fucking tie.
We're gonna fucking tie. Fuck you, bro. If we tie, I'm never watching football again. I would be so pissed off. I would be so fucking bad if we tied against y'all.
Oh, I'd be livid.
At least beat us. Put us out of our fucking misery.
I would be like, you mean to tell me we are so bad we can't even beat or lose to another worse team than us?
Giants plus 10.5, Patriots minus 1.5. Okay, I can definitely see that happening. I could definitely see that happening. Yeah, it's gonna be a shit game. Yeah. No, I won't lie. It's gonna be a shit game from us. It's gonna be bad. Not gonna be a good game.
Nope.
So let's move it on. We got the Saints going into the Falcons Stadium in Atlanta. It was Mercedes-Benz, not dome. I forgot what they call it. I guess they call it stadium.
Yeah, they could
arena.
Tie. Yeah, Donnie, they tie.
Yeah, well, yeah, we have to tie technically. that's technically both of us losing.
If we fucking tie, sir.
I'm gonna be very upset if we tie. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna be very upset. Yeah, Saints going into Atlanta face the Falcons. Saints on the road are a 1.5 point favorite against Atlanta. Over unders 41.5. I like the Saints in this one. I like the Saints. I think the Falcons got them last time, didn't they? Oh no, that was the Bucks. I'm thinking of the Bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like the Falcons. Started off playing pretty good defense in the beginning of the season and have gradually fallen off. They've already benched Ritter for Heineke. They don't use Kyle Pitts like they should. They haven't used Bijan Robinson like they should. It seems like Arthur Smith doesn't know what the fuck he's doing with that team. I don't think that they're going to do enough to beat New Orleans, even at home. I don't. The Falcons need a quarterback, plain and simple.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. They need a quarterback.
They do something bad. Like, can we talk about how reliable?
Yep. What were you saying? Sorry.
We talk about how unreliable Michael Thomas is because dude's back on IR.
Don't get me started on fucking Michael Thomas, bro. I'm so glad I only drafted him in one league this year. So glad.
I didn't even draft him this year. I drafted him last year, but I'm like, no, I'm not even going to use him anymore.
Well, I drafted him in that one draft that you got me in with that team on Sleeper.
With Donnie.
Yeah. I drafted him in there. And he had like one decent week where I think he caught a touchdown, and that was outside of that he hadn't done shit.
Yeah, you might as well just go ahead and drop him.
Yeah, I planned on it. I was waiting to see. I'm waiting for Sunday to see if Justin Jefferson's going to be playing or not.
Fair. So am I. I don't think he's going to.
I mean, he was limited at practice yesterday.
Yeah.
I haven't really heard anything if he was a full participant or not today. I'll get to it when we get to the game. But yeah. So, excuse me. I don't know if I don't think Atlanta's gonna have enough to beat them. JJ ain't playing. Yeah, man, I was able to draft him 3rd overall.
Yep, I remember this.
I was able to draft him 3rd overall, and it came to bite me back in the ass, bro. And I'm pissed off because of it.
Shit, I have him in my keeper league. He's sitting on IR right now.
The fact that I've even won 6 games in that league is just a testament to how good I am at fantasy football.
I've been watching.
Bro, Joe Burrow, injured reserve. Darren Waller, injured reserve. Justin Jefferson, injured reserve. Like, I've lost so many players, and the fact that I've won 6 games is just ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah, it's shit. In my keeper league, I had JJ, I had Nick Chubb, Trevor Lawrence ain't do shit for me. I had Darren Waller. Darren Waller ain't do a goddamn thing for me.
And then he got hurt.
I Then I had Josh Jacobs and Stevenson. They weren't really doing anything at first. I'm still sitting. I'm at 2-9 right now.
2-9.
9, son.
I'm not even that bad. I've at least won I think I won 3 in the league that I've done the worst in. I'm like 3-9 or 3-8, something like that. Oh, I've done terrible in that league so far.
So
In
bad.
fact, that's Devin's league. That was just in here commenting about the 365.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, that's his league, man. Man, I drafted bad. That's all. I just drafted bad. It was a bad draft in that league.
It's not necessarily that my team is bad in keeper. It's just inconsistent, like a motherfucker.
Yeah. But all right. Well, who you like in this one? You didn't really give me a.
Oh, New Orleans.
You like New Orleans? Okay, I just wanted to be sure. All right. On the next one, we got the Bills at the Eagles. I think this is gonna be the best game of the week. In my opinion, this will be game of the week. Eagles are a 3-point favorite. Over under in this game is 48.5. I think that's the biggest of the weekend, 48.5, if I'm not mistaken.
Probably.
It's the biggest. That's the biggest over under of the week. Jared, who do you like?
I'm gonna go with Buffalo on this one because I think Josh Allen is just, yeah. I think they're gonna.
Did you just pick Buffalo?
I did.
Hold on, real quick. Hold on. I had to go check, bro. I had to go check and make sure pigs weren't flying.
I only is I think Josh Allen is just gonna just pass and have a 300-yard game, kind of like something similar to last week.
Oh man, this man really picked the Bills on the road.
It's
the Eagles. Wow.
Needs some controversy.
Well, you're a dick because guess what? I was gonna pick the Buffalo Bills, you asshole. No. You don't get to do that. You're a Patriots fan. You don't like the Buffalo Bills. That's the reason why I said that.
Oh, I know.
That's the reason why I said that. Okay? But I have to stand by what I said with the Ken Dorsey firing. I thought that Ken Dorsey firing was the best thing that they could have done. I really do. And I think with Sean McDermott calling the plays, I think that they're going to be a lot better. And I think they're going to be a tough to handle game for the Eagles defensively. As long as Josh Allen can stay up and doesn't turn the ball over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If they get to him in pass rush, he's going to try to force it downfield and he's going to throw picks. If they can stay in front of the sticks and not get behind the sticks, I think they'll be fine.
Yeah.
Kelly Green game.
We don't care about the jersey, Cozy.
Yeah, that doesn't bother me. I'm not worried about all that. But I do think that this is going to be a better game than what people are thinking.
I think so too.
That game will be good for betting. Oh, it definitely will be. Definitely will be. In fact, what's the over under in that one? 48.5. I could see that going over. I really could. I could see like a 31-28 game. 35-31 game. Something like that. I really could. Allen going to have 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 turnovers, and they will outstat us but not outscore us. And that's very possible, especially with the way that Josh Allen turns the ball over.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think he's not going to turn the ball over at all. I think they completely go a clean game without turning the ball over. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But like I said, I honestly think getting rid of Ken Dorsey was the best thing that they could do. I really do. So, but all right. Well, there we go. We got the Rams going into Arizona to face the Cardinals. Rams are a 2.5-point favorite. Over under in this one's 45.5. I like the under off top. Don't know why it's that high.
Cubs playing.
I mean, Cubs playing. What's his name's back? Kyler Murray and James Conner are both back as well.
Absolutely not, Cozy. Absolutely not.
You went in the bet of 4 loco on that nerd turnover bet. Well, hold on. What's the nerd? I'm talking about. I'm not saying the team's not going to have a turnover. I'm just saying Josh Allen's not going to have a turnover. So if somebody catches it and then fumbles it, or James Cook runs the ball and fumbles it, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that Josh Allen doesn't turn the ball over. Anytime a game is a total is 44, take the over.
That's interesting.
That is an interesting stat. You're trying to say that for the 45.5? I mean, I don't know. I don't like the Cardinals offense, even with Kyler Murray out there.
Yeah.
You know, I think the Rams probably put up about 25, about 27. Probably about 27. But I don't think that the Cardinals score more than 14. Oh, well, I meant Josh Allen. That's my bad. I meant Josh Allen. I don't think Josh Allen's going to turn the ball over. Should have been more clear. But yeah, no, I mean, I like the Rams to win. I like them to cover the spread, 2.5. Like I said, Cardinals. I mean, even with Kyler Murray and James Conner back, they're just not it.
I feel that.
Yeah, you like the Rams too?
Yeah.
All right. Next game, we got the Browns at the Broncos in Denver, Mile High. Broncos are a 1.5-point favorite at home. Over under in this game's 37. That's low. Jared, who do you like?
I'm gonna go with Cleveland.
You go with Cleveland, even with no Deshaun Watson.
I like their defense more than Denver's.
I mean, I like their defense too, but the fuck's that got to do with them scoring points right now?
I think they'll get enough turnovers to get them in.
Oh, and while you say that, about that defense that you're talking about over there, where's it at?
Okay.
Did you delete it, you jackass?
What?
Or did I not put it up? Maybe I'm the jackass. Hold up. Let me give you a little bit. Let me show you something that I saw a couple days ago. Look at this. Broncos this season in the first 7 games had 7 takeaways, only 10 points off those takeaways. The opponent completion percentage is 75.3, and the opposing passing rating is 114. Okay? In the last 3 games against solid opponents, takeaways is 12 in 3 games. They've scored 32 points off of those 12 takeaways. They've held opponents to 61% completion percentage and a passer rating of 66. That defense has picked it up big time.
Yeah.
Okay? That's number 1. And number 2, this is the other thing. Look at Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson is cooked in the last 4 games. I ain't gonna lie. Started off in the first 6 weeks, 1-5, about 66% completion percentage, a 3-to-1 interception to pass ratio, and a 99 passer rating. In the last 4 games, they're 4-0. He's completed 74% of his passes, 7 touchdowns, 0 picks, and a passer rating of about almost 113. I mean, I've been huge on discrediting the Broncos. We've said that for 2 seasons now. You know what I'm saying? That I thought the Broncos were going to be done. But
we seem to turn around for somehow.
They're turning it around. They really are. They're turning it around. And while I do agree with you that the Browns defense is good, they're going to have to show me because I don't think that their offense is going to hold up because the Broncos defense has played really well and they've put their offense in better position to score. taking away the ball more, holding opponents to less points, less yards. That means the defense is on the field less. That means the offense has more time with the ball, which means their defense is getting tired. I like the Broncos in this one. I really do. I do like the Broncos. What do you mean? Cortland Sutton just had like one of the craziest touchdown catches a couple games ago against the Bills, where they beat the Bills.
Yeah, I think if I heard the I don't remember where I heard it, but I think Sutton is second receiving touchdowns.
Yeah, he's been pretty good this year. I'm not gonna lie. I have him in one of my leagues. Is Sutton better than Judy? Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. It's not even a question.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
Oh yeah, it's not even a question if he's better or not. But I like the Broncos in this game. They've been on a roll. They're going up against an offense that it doesn't have their starting quarterback. Now, don't get me wrong. What's his name? Dorian Thompson.
Yeah, DTR.
DTR. Dorian was Thompson Robinson. Is that what it is? Yeah. You from UCLA, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think he'll be good. He'll be solid the rest of the season.
Yeah.
They'll make the playoffs. I believe they will make the playoffs, but they lose this game.
New England almost drafted DTR too.
Wouldn't have been a bad pick. Wouldn't have been a bad pick at all.
We didn't, because we used him in the what did we coach? We didn't coach the Senior Bowl. We coached something else. I can't remember what else we coached. It was a bowl game. I don't remember what it was.
Was it the All-American Bowl?
The Shrine Bowl.
Oh, it's the Shrine Bowl. Okay.
Yeah, because we coached him and Billy Cunningham, and we ended up getting Cunningham as an undrafted free agent. Mm-hmm. We still could have got both.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, all right. Let's move on to the next game. The Chiefs at the Raiders. Chiefs are a 10-point favorite on the road against Las Vegas. Ouch. Over under in this game's 43.5.
I'm gonna go with the over, just like what fantasy was talking about.
Yeah, I would take the over in this one.
Yeah,
that's because the Chiefs are going to put up about 35 themselves.
Yeah, I think they feel some type of way from losing to that Philly game, only putting up.
It's not even just that. I mean, all week long, all I've heard is, "Oh man, the Chiefs 3 weeks in a row they've gone scoreless in the second half."
I will be back. I'm being called.
Yeah, man, you good. Yeah, all I've heard in the last 3 weeks is, "Oh man." I mean, all I've heard is all week long is, "Man, the Chiefs haven't scored in the second half of the last 3 games. They the receivers can't catch. They're dropping everything." And while I agree with they have the most drops in the league. The Chiefs do, as far as from their wide receivers. But I don't think that the Raiders are going to really be able to hold up. They're just not that great defensively outside of Max Crosby. Max Crosby's good, but everybody else is shaky. I think Andy Reid's going to have a great game plan. They'll probably score about 32 to 35 points. Because you like the Chiefs. I figured, and I'm pretty much sure everybody in the chat likes the Chiefs to win this game. I think it's more of a question of by how much and if they're going to go over that 43.5. It's possible. It's possible, though. But I do like Pacheco to get a touchdown this week from them. I think he's going to be able to run the ball. Man, that motherfucker runs so hard, bro. Like, he goes through everything. He just goes through. He runs like he's on fire. He really does. He runs like somebody's chasing him, trying to take away his football talent. It's absurd. But I mean, we'll see how it goes. Obviously, it's division game. The Broncos beat the Chiefs. So is it possible for the Raiders to do this? No, it's not. It's not possible. Their quarterback sucks. Adrian I mean, was it Adrian O'Connell? Is that his name? I mean, he's just not that great. He's going to throw the ball to Devontae Adams. They've been getting him more involved. You could go maybe an Adams touchdown if you're feeling lucky. But I would say he gets over 50 yards receiving, 50 to 60 yards receiving. So, I mean, we'll see how it goes after that. But Jared, who you like in this one?
I'm going Kansas City, but I just hope I just hope Devontae Adams has a good game
I can't hear you.
again. Can you hear me?
We're back to this.
Yeah, can you hear me?
We're back to not being able to hear each other. Hold up.
We go a whole hour and 20 minutes, and it does it again. Can everybody else? Okay, I hear
All right,
myself.
you there?
Okay, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Basically, what I excuse me, what I have to do right there is I have to no, y'all can hear us. They can hear us fine.
Okay.
It's like something happens to where they can still hear us, but me and you can't hear each other.
Okay.
So what I've been doing is I've been switching between my headphones and my phone speaker because for some reason when I do that, it switches back to audio and you can hear it again.
Okay.
So I think that's just StreamYard. I really do. I think that's just StreamYard.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. Well, let's go on to this Sunday night football game. I think it's actually going to be a pretty good game. Ravens in LA to face the Chargers. Ravens are a 3-point favorite in this game. Over under is 48. Pretty high. Second highest of the week.
You think Keenan Allen gets 9 catches against that defense?
I don't know if he gets 9. 9?
Look, he doesn't have to get 9, but if he can get at least like 110 with like 7 catches, I'm cool with that.
I mean, that's 18 points. I'd be cool with that too.
Saying so far, we haven't been able to afford Trevor. If Trevor fucks up at any point this week, we'll be able to cover it so far. Because like we got Tyreek had 20 plus.
Laporta had 20 plus. Yeah.
So I mean, we got 50 right now. So I mean, we still got Diggs, Allen. What did Tua finish with?
Yeah. He didn't have a crazy game, but I think he finished with like 13 points. I want to say.
Yeah, I know Tua didn't have a great game.
Yeah. I think he finished with like 13 for us. Yeah, Bosa. I think Bosa is out, Donald. I do think Bosa is still out.
Yeah, I think Bosa got carted off the field, so I don't think he's coming back anytime soon.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna come back. Maybe even this season. And that was the big problem with the Chargers last year. Is the fact that they made the playoffs though, despite all the injuries they had on the defensive side of the ball last year. But now it's like Brandon Staley got stupider.
Yeah.
Because he's just been a terrible coach so far this year.
He just gave up like what would you say 400 to Green Bay last week?
Right, their defense has been absolutely god awful terrible. It really has been, and I don't care what anybody says. There's no excuse for it. It's on Brandon Staley.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care about the injuries. I don't care about all that because when they were healthy, they were still getting 400 yards and 30 plus points dropped on their fucking head. So all that, I don't even want to hear it.
No, I feel that.
But I do find this game to be interesting because of the simple fact that I feel like I got something stuck in my throat. Hold up.
Are you good? Do you think I don't even know if you can hear me when I say this. But do y'all think this could end up being a shootout? Like Lamar hasn't been throwing touchdowns left and right. He's been kind of middle of the pack right now. I don't think he's even top 3 MVP material right now. I say he's top 5, but I say he finishes behind Tua and C.J. Stroud. But do the Chargers are the Chargers able to contain Lamar? Because if Lamar runs all over them, they may have an issue right there. I don't. So I don't know. So what do y'all think? You hear me?
All right, my bad.
Are you good?
I missed. I caught the beginning. I missed the middle and the half in the end. What were you saying about Lamar?
I was saying, Lamar hasn't been really throwing touchdowns left and right,
Well, I mean, no.
But
I don't expect him to throw touchdowns left and right, though, to be honest with you.
Right. But do you think this could be a shootout? Or do you think the Chargers can contain Lamar from him running everywhere and make him throw the ball?
I don't necessarily see. I hate you, Cozy, because I've talked about this multiple times, and I know you've seen me talk about it, and you're still going to do it anyway. How the fuck is it Herbert's fault if they're putting up 30 points, but the other team is giving up 30 points? Like, that just happened. Literally last week. And we talked about this on here. Like, that's not on Herbert.
No.
Herbert's been the cause of them losing about maybe 2 games this year.
He sure the fuck wasn't the reason they lost that playoff game.
Why is he not putting up 40? The same reason why Jalen Hurts hasn't put up 40 all year. Okay? So don't even fucking go there. Okay? Don't even fucking do that. And he's not the reason y'all are winning games. No matter how many stats you want to take away from him. It's not my fault y'all choose to run with a QB and not a running back. Their defense is garbage. No. The Eagles win. Jalen Hurts doesn't win. The Eagles win. The Eagles win. If Justin Herbert had the Eagles defense, I guarantee you Herbert would win more games. I guarantee it. I'd put all my money on it.
Are you saying this because you play with him in Madden?
No, it's not even because of that, bro. Like, you can see the stats. You can watch the game.
Yeah.
Like, their offense moves the ball, and they can put up points, but their defense just turns around and gives it right back up.
It's like,
and obviously they're not going to score every fucking drive.
It's like they put up 30, defense is giving up 31.
And they're doing this with no Mike Williams. Well, Bosa's out. Khalil Mack's old. I'll give you Derwin James, and Asante Samuel's still too young.
Fair enough. And then Eckler's kind of, on a decline right now.
Well, yeah, he'll be 29 next year.
Yeah, he's on a decline right now too, I think.
And Keenan Allen has been going crazy. You know why he's been going crazy? Because Herbert's been getting him the football.
Well, I mean,
not. I don't think it's a Swiss cheese. It's fucking. If y'all want to compare like good team to good team, like I don't think that y'all's secondary is as bad as the 49ers secondary. I think the 49ers secondary is still pretty bad. Especially losing Hufanga. Yeah, that's a huge loss for them. That really is a huge loss.
That hurts.
No, it does hurt. All right. Who you like in this one, though, Jared?
We'll go with Baltimore, simply because the Chargers can't win with the defense.
Yeah, I'm going to go Chargers at home. Okay. No Mark Andrews. I think that first game without Mark Andrews, they're going to have a tough time.
Yeah.
Now maybe closer to playoffs, they'll get it rolling again, and they'll find momentum, learning how to play without Mark Andrews on the field. But I think this first game is going to be tough for them.
I don't think I have it up here anymore. But I seen something about like after he got hurt that he could come back if they make a deep playoff push, which I don't see.
I could see him coming back for like the AFC Championship if they make it there.
Yeah, fair enough.
You know. But all right, well, let's get into this Monday Night Football. It's probably the worst game on the schedule, in my opinion, outside of maybe Giants Patriots. Bears versus the Vikings in Minnesota.
Speaking of the Giants Patriots game, we forgot this.
Oh yeah, I forgot to put that up. Yeah, I uploaded that earlier.
It's the same thing, just
yeah, we're the same fucking team. Bad quarterback, bad O-line. Pretty good running back out the backfield. Got a solid front line, but you're dealing with injuries on your defense. Both drafted rookie corners. Outside of Bill Belichick being old as dirt and Brian Dable being hot-headed as a fucking tea kettle, you know.
Brian Dable's got ties to New England.
Yeah, that too, you know. So
Belichick's got ties to the Giants. It's just
Vikings. Cozy likes the Vikings. I mean, yeah, I'm still gonna go with the Vikings here.
Yeah.
Justin Fields is back, but man, after what happened to them last week, I know they just have to be morally just demoralized. You know what I'm saying?
They're done with it.
Yeah, like you mean to tell me you had the ball up 2 possessions with like 4 minutes left, 3.5 minutes left, and you lost that football game? That's bad. That's bad.
Getting fired.
Oh yeah. The coach has got to get fired at that point.
Oh yeah. Depending on how bad this game goes, I would not be surprised if a coach gets fired from Chicago.
Well, what happens if Chicago wins though?
Well, then they're safe for a game. They're safe for a week. That's what if they win the game, they're safe for a week.
Not planning to win, they're planning to draft. Yeah, and you could if that's the case, they tanking hard because they had to last week. They had to. It was very improbable on how the fuck they lost that game. It was crazy.
As of right now, us two, well, our team, Chicago and Carolina, all fighting for the number 1 right now, basically.
Yeah, I mean, so is Arizona technically as well.
Yeah,
they're still in the running for it.
I don't think Kyler's going to let them, lose that many games to draft a quarterback to replace him.
No, they're not going to draft a quarterback anyway. They're going to have to ride out this contract until they can either find a trade, or until it's just out.
Unless they get the number 2, if they get the number 2, they have to get Marvin Harrison.
Yes, there's
no doubt about it. They have to get him because him with Murray would be like a Fitzgerald type thing.
But I'm gonna be honest. I honestly don't see the Bears drafting a quarterback.
I don't either.
Everybody's been talking about the Bears drafting with that Carolina pick. Because Carolina's basically, is number 1 right now. That's the pick, is the Carolina spot, but the Bears own the pick. So everybody's been talking about, oh man, Caleb, wait, the Bears are gonna go get a QB. They need to get a QB. Why?
Honestly,
you haven't set Justin Fields up in order to be able to win a ton of games. Of course, you're gonna lose a lot.
So I've been thinking about this. So if the Bears do get the number 1 pick, Donnie, I want your thoughts on this too. What if they drafted the left tackle from Notre Dame, Joe Alt?
I would see them doing that at number 5 or 4, where their actual pick is.
Okay.
But with that first pick, you go get Marvin Harrison Jr. You give him an option outside of DJ Moore. Okay, because I'm sorry, Darnell Mooney is just not it. He is not it.
Fair enough.
Okay, that's number 1. And number two, the offensive line is fucking god awful. It is terrible.
That would be a quick way to turn around y'all's the Chicago's next season. You get Harrison at 1, and then would you say 4 or 5?
Well, that's where they're at. Right now they're at 4, I think, if I'm not mistaken. No, yeah. Well, is it 3 or 4?
So whatever,
something like that.
Whatever other pick they have, they get they either get the left tackle from Notre Dame, or there's another dude. I don't remember what his name is. I think he's from Penn State. I can't remember what his name is, but I think he's like ranked right after him. So I mean, either way.
Yeah, I mean that's what you got to do. You can't be like, you can't draft a quarterback and then not put talent around him offensively, and then be like, oh, he's a bust. We need another quarterback. Then you go waste another pick on a quarterback. Like, no, go get Marvin Harrison, who's probably the most guaranteed player coming out the draft, and then go get that Joe Alt kid from Notre Dame and sure up his blind side. Like, this isn't that difficult of a decision.
Yep.
You know, now if you want, if Joe Alt is taken, in that slot, I don't think he will be before they get to their next pick. But if he somehow magically is taken and you don't see anybody else that you like, trade back, get more draft capital so that you can put more around this team. Because obviously, if you're not winning, you're not going to attract free agents either.
Because if they do want to trade out of the 4 pick, they will get another first round pick in that round, probably
in that round and next year. And you might be able to walk away with another 3rd or a 4th.
Shit, they could probably take next year's and flip it to get back into the first round.
You could do that if you really like somebody and you think somebody else is going to grab them. But it's just they have to do more.
New segment thing. We're gonna have to try. We're gonna have to go start rebuilding teams and shit through the draft. We'll do
we could do that at the end of the season, like in the draft order. You know what I mean?
Like when it gets closer to like the end of the year, like when predictions like for like after the Super Bowl and shit, because that's when we start looking at like players and shit and stuff like that. So like we could do like the NFC East, the NFC North, and all that kind of shit.
Yeah, I'm with that. But all right. Well, anything else you wanted to add, Jared?
I think that's about it. We got 4 games down so far.
Yeah. Anybody that watches college ball, I'm an Ohio State fan. I will be rooting for Ohio very hard tomorrow. Dwayne, if you are in here or see this, fuck Michigan. You know what I'm saying? And I can say that because we have won a playoff and y'all haven't. So fuck Michigan.
Damn.
Oh yeah. They've beaten us. I'm not gonna lie. Ryan Day has yet to beat Jim Harbaugh. When Jim Harbaugh's at Michigan, or he's like 1-2 against them, something like that. Jim Harbaugh just seems to get him. You know what I mean? But it's our time. It's our time. We got to go out there. Our offense isn't that great. I'm not a huge fan of our offense this year, and our quarterback I'm not high on. But our defense is still solid. Defense is real solid, and Marvin Harrison Jr. is still having a ridiculous season. You know what I mean? So we'll see how it goes. You know, I think it's in Michigan, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But it's gonna be a tough one. So go Buckeyes. And as always, we thank everybody for coming in here. Thank y'all so much for coming in. You know, chatting with us, commenting. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff they do here on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and this and that and that and this and that. We are very appreciative of all our supporters and everybody that comes in here. We really are.
What you doing Sunday?
Work, and then
you got work this weekend.
Yeah, I got to drive to New Orleans and then tomorrow, and then from New Orleans to Lake Charles. Then I got to spend the night in Lake Charles, and then drop something off early in the morning in Lake Charles again in that morning, and then I can head home.
Are you
Yeah.
gonna
So by the time, what's up?
be home for the games?
I'll probably be a little bit late. I probably won't get home till around like 2.
Okay, I was about to say for our game at least.
Yeah, I'll probably get caught in like the middle of it, but I'll have my speaker with me, so I'll turn my phone on the game and listen to it.
I was gonna say if you was home, I'd come over and we could just watch it and just do like a thing while we're watching the game.
Yeah, I wish, bro. I gotta make some money. Fucking Christmas coming up.
Oh yeah, I feel that. Well, you want to end it?
Yep. All right, y'all. We appreciate everybody, and we'll see y'all on Tuesday.
Yep.
Tuesday. All right.